The views expressed by our guests in the following video are solely the opinions of our guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of the Ola 7 podcast show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to another exciting but different episode of Life and Stuff. The one and only. And today, it's an exciting episode. I'm sure you can tell by the way I'm generating. For a change, we are not having any guests like where we're interviewing. We're having like a proper conversation about things that we face in real life, you know. So it's more like a discussion today than an interview itself. So it's definitely going to be fun. And thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. You know, we have a lot of shows on the spot with Ola 7. We have trending stories with Ola and Yaya. We also have the spotlight with Yvonne, Genius Kids with Aisha. And on a Sunday like this, it's your Netflix and chill is Life and Stuff. Yeah, after change and everything. So yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate your love and your support. Now getting into it, today I'm gonna let my co-hosts introduce themselves. So yeah, break a leg.
Hi guys, my name is Noni Matanga. I'm Noma's friend and the air that she breathes.
Yeah. Technically.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I can't even say anything else to top that up. Hi guys, I'm Unati Jubani. I'm a social media content creator and brand ambassador.
Okay.
And Noma's friend.
Yes, well. Please. What do you do, ma'am? Don't see.
I am the one who manages the brand Nomanize. I'm a project coordinator. I'm a PR consultant, and I'm an artist and hospitality liaison officer.
And she's also an actress. She has a new movie check it out on YouTube. Yakanzi, Uncalculated Mistakes, and also she acted on Pabasa, right? And a whole lot of other stuff. That's it. Yes. Nati, did you leave anything else on what you do?
Not really. Okay, I'm brand strategist as well.
Mm-hmm, okay.
I've worked with quite a few brands, like creating a social media presence, and yeah, a student.
Also,
well.
Nati, also Nati is a friend to female celebrities and socialites.
Oh.
Mufunge.
No, I am. Actually, I am.
Outside of that, Nati is also in AMA 2K. So it's just in case you're a girl there and Nati lied to you that he's 30 years old. He was lying.
How many years to lie?
Which year?
2000.
Like 2000.
Do you know though? Kuti pawakazvarwa iwewe isusu mambo yavanyamata takanzi 2000 ndo pari kuguma nyika.
I remember.
I
remember when I was born. My mom actually said that. Kuti ongotsikafanwa zvarwa nyika yafanira pay at the time when you were born, which makes it worse because I was born in December.
Yeah.
So like, and then I was born on the 10th of December.
I had 2001
days to leave.
Auntie.
I had
technically we were 2001.
Because I think it makes sense because because of 2000.
I think it did.
So
because there was a chance that
exactly. So, make the best of it.
Do you have siblings? Older siblings?
I have older siblings.
So relationship yako nema siblings yako, it is say.
I get along.
Do you relate with each other?
No, so I do relate with my sister. Mm-hmm. In a way, she acts like one of us, and I'm a 2K kid.
Oh, okay.
But then with my brother, he's so mature and a no-nonsense person. Mm-hmm. That can never be me.
How old is your brother? When was he born?
95.
Hey.
So he's 30. 95.
So 95 is now 30.
Yes.
Guys, I'm old.
You're old now. How old are you now?
Leave me. I'm not gonna.
Are you
I'm
recent?
at that age now where telling my age is now like,
Yeah,
no.
I can't anymore.
I can't anymore. Yeah.
you.
But yeah.
I mean, I can still say mine.
Yes, you can.
I have a few good years left in me.
But I love being 30.
Are you?
I do. Yeah, I am.
Why? Who likes being old?
It's not a. What I loved about life when I was 23, for example, and now,
What do you
I've
love?
grown.
What do you love about life now?
I probably I understand myself better than when I was 22.
I've always understood the things I wanted, even when I was 19.
You will get to
It's
30.
different.
It's
But
different.
when you
tell
get to
us.
30, my thing is when you get to 30, I think reality kind of like stares you right in the face. Like I think I did a TikTok on that. Where now you see things for what they are. There's no lying to yourself, I know this is red when it's black. You know, because wamunumkuru wakuzuza chokwadi. When you are younger, there's like a lot of things that don't make sense. There's a lot of things that you're not even clear about, you know. You realize when you turn 30, you will see good. As human beings, we keep evolving.
True.
Technically, every other year, you will keep evolving. You keep discovering new things about yourself every year.
But I think the difference with AMA 2Ks now is, I think they've grown at a state where they were exposed to a lot of things. To a point where by the time someone reaches 23, 24, they already know what they want. Noma, with your generation,
Yeah, see, yeah. And
by the time you guys were
Never.
25, 26, you were still in school. You get it? With my generation, by the time we were 21, 22, we were graduating from varsity. We already know what we want to do with our lives. We may not, be where you guys are at now, but we're there. We've already figured life out. Personally, I had my life figured out when I was 22, 23. Yes, I'm still making certain mistakes, figuring it out as I go, but I knew. I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted to go with my life.
Yes, there's that. I've always known the type of person that I want to become, right? But I'm saying, punish my nitty-gritties. She's Sisina Basaneni right now. You get to that stage.
Yeah,
right?
now that I do get.
Like, not talking that team. Namago, for example, I want to believe she's always known she wants to be a media personality, right? But the journey, like the process, the steps to getting there. When she was 24, probably she had this crazy idea of how she would get there. Now she knows exactly. It did like a dog. We're not taking this. Hapana, there's no benefit. But probably when she was 24, if that deal had come, she would run. Because now, besides age, I think, it's experience. You get to, like, I feel like the evolving part is because of the experience along the way. So it's okay. I love that you know what you want. But you'll see when you get to that, you tell us. You'll be
But
young.
I think I get what he means, Kuti, with you guys. I think your generation is completely different in the sense that you get exposed to a lot of things from a very young age. We grew up in an era where there was no social media, there were no phones. Some of the things that you guys have access to, we never had access to that. 2008, line right in Mombe, right? Durazo, would you excuse me? You get
Exactly.
Especially if you're coming from a family that's well up. At 5 you know how to use a phone. You now know how to buy a remote kudara TV maisatongoitira dzungu rakadaro.
Next door.
You get it. You get it.
Carpet.
You get it. And a lot of things for us zvaiswakosheswa. I mean, there was no content creation isusu tichikura. Tangoziva kuti takanoona ZBC tese tugara tichiona ezomgido but TV1 there was nothing like that. Imimi, you have all that freedom. You have at 5 uri kutoona vanhu vachiita kuziva at 5 kuti no, this is what I want to do. Isusu takura tichiziva kuti munhu ngaende kuchikoro.
It's a doctor.
Or it's a doctor, lawyer, accountant, or things like that. You get, even journalism it's also something that then got to be introduced as we were growing. But in Mimi, you have all these options. So I guess also, there's a lot of difference. Plus, but Mimi vile magato ngongwarisa pa zvinhu zvakawanda imi. Are you in a relationship?
I was. I was.
What happened?
Are you going through a breakup?
I am. So I think you know that stage where a relationship is run its course.
Wow.
Like there's nothing you can
My
do anymore.
greatest fear this is why I don't like relationships. It's just
It's always a risk.
Ah.
Yeah. It's always a risk. I'm not gonna say I wasn't in love. I was. But every relationship runs its course at some time. It's not
So you broke it off. Iwewe. Nacho kamsiya uthi unoita zvo kuti
so
achingozotachadi.
I've never learned how to break off a relationship.
Do you guys ever learn how to? It was named M2K now.
I think it's also.
Because
I think it also comes back to a point where we are told you can never break up with a girl.
But no fana really funny kuti akosiye iye.
With some people, I feel like with me, I deal with things differently. I go quiet, not just on that one person, but like on everyone else around. I go quiet.
that's abuse at this highest level.
It's how I process.
I'm gonna say this. Please get it right. If you are that person who does it, so good when you don't like, when you feel like you want to excuse yourself from someone, you don't talk to them and you go quiet. Silent treatment is the most dangerous form of abuse.
But what do you want me to come and say to
Just
you?
tell me, hi.
Yeah,
Rather, tell me that statement. It's not you, it's me. It's fine. But just let me know.
But I don't want to blame myself. One thing I've never been good at is taking the blame. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would rather keep quiet. Also, why? This way, I'm sparing myself from having a very tough conversation. I'm sparing your feelings as well. Because how are you going to take it?
If any,
I come to you, I say, Noma, this relationship has run its course. How is that going to make you feel?
it will hurt.
Yes.
But at least you have liberated me. I'm not gonna continue expecting you to say good morning. I'm not gonna expect you to be nice to me. Now I know I need to move on with my life. But it means I'm still hoping maybe there's something I did. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe maybe
I'm triggered. Right
yes.
now.
Tell me.
Because wow, guys.
You're triggered. What happened?
Just
Is there a
tell
story
me.
to tell?
Taura kuti dude. I probably maybe you still feel it, but right now I honestly don't feel this relationship anymore. Kunyarara also kurukureva kuti iwewe urukuda kunge une opportunity ukazoda kudzoka.
I can always come
You
back.
can always come back.
I mean,
that's being selfish.
I mean, that's always.
And cruel.
It's not.
It's cruel.
It's not.
You men don't understand.
We
this.
don't burn bridges. You get it? Most men don't like burning bridges.
It's
Because
not burning
I might want
bridges.
to come back.
It's not
You
burning
might.
bridges.
Yes, I
Might.
might. I want to. I still want to have options. Yeah, I still want to have options.
And
I was good,
then
Giant.
Makajaizwa. It's easier not chingotaura and chinozoita kuti uti bridge rabenewa. It's the way you say it. It's the way you break up with someone.
No, but if I don't break up with you, I can still come back and say, Wangu, takaramba nakupi sos.
Ladies.
We were taking a break.
Ukuzvinzwa.
It's not being manipulative.
It
No.
is actually.
It's
Thank
not.
you. Thank you for
It's not
saying
being
it.
manipulative.
You know it's being manipulative.
I need, we're being in a situation where we're leaving room. We can always come back to each other. But the moment I come in, I tell you, Noma, this is not working for me anymore. Once you're gone, you're gone. But if I'm just quiet, there's always a chance I can always come back and explain, baby, and you're still gonna forgive me.
I was going through stuff. I just needed some
Yeah, I
time.
just needed some
Oh,
time
so
off.
me, I'm really bad to up mind. Don't go me right
So
back.
it's not like that. Okay. Yeah. So, every single time I get in a relationship, I'm one of those individuals where I'm going to explain to you, Noma, when I'm going through this, I prefer, keeping to myself. I don't know how to deal with situations or with, coming and telling you this is what I'm going through. Most men are not raised like that. We were not taught how to be vulnerable to that extent. So I'd rather keep quiet. Don't explain it. And I had to deal with that. I don't know how women view it, but at least
I don't know, but
No, can you view it when we wake up? It's not vakadzi vanofigwa sei.
So now the problem is when someone does that to me, I totally understand.
What?
I'm one of those individuals we can date for a month, talk to each other once or twice a month. I'm okay.
I know, never.
I'm okay. I understand.
We can't
You
do
need
that.
to heal.
Here's the thing.
You need to
Here's
heal.
the thing. I understand life gets busy.
No.
Once a month
Life
is
gets
my
busy.
boyfriend.
Yes.
It's a lie.
You're dealing with
It's
Noma,
a lie.
you
What are you
work,
dealing with
I
every
work.
day?
You're busy.
No, I think guys ngasingodana naye kana takukwanisa udana nevanhu.
Yes.
Because
Thank you.
Natika, this is not. No, there's nothing good about this.
I wouldn't take it as.
Mototi, iwash ona chama dzako dzinotokunzwisisa. So toti zvaunoitira vasikana vako ndana nawo chitobo. Votochiripo.
No, it's who I think, you know what.
Don't say it's who you are. You know, this whole statement, it's who I am. It makes you people just do anything because it's who I am and you want to get away with it. I don't know. Guys, does it make sense to you that you date a person and you can only speak to them once a month because life gets busy?
But here's the thing. I'm not coming into this situation lying to you because I can talk to you every day.
If you can talk to me, if you can't talk to me every day, then we cannot date.
Why not?
You are not ready to be in a relationship because the relationship.
If you want us to always be talking, we have to get it. Say, I didn't say don't come. Come, let's stay together. This way I know you're here, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm at 2K.
Yeah, but this whole we're always on our phones.
No, I'm just going to always be on your phone.
But once a month, that's a no. We could not pay us not phone.
I know you're okay. I'm okay.
How do you know I'm okay?
I know you're okay. If you want something, you're reaching out. Onati.
What?
You know, we haven't spoken in a minute. Can we catch up? Yeah, sure, Wangu. Total.
What do they call them? My friends with benefits.
Kana ma sneaky link.
I feel like no one talks to their sneaky links. No one talks to their sneaky links, do they? Do you? And say what?
How then do you meet up if you don't talk?
It's a call. It's one call. Wangu wadi. Tukona kana full stop. Why do we have to be in constant communication with my sneaky link? Isn't the whole idea of being a sneaky link? You know, we don't get to
listen. Don't point Jaco.
No, but baby wangu ndikutoya uzomzatu wangu ndinokuda. Ndatokusuwa wangu.
You know what? I feel like the phrase "I love you" ndinokuda is just something you guys could paint in the same brush. Munageta sewe. Unoguna shanza phrase ndinokuda just because you know you would get something that you want.
So now,
from them.
I'm one of those people who don't use the ill word unless I mean it. Unless I mean it.
Okay, let's go back to the relationship yako irukupera. Why is it ending? Is it you?
Yes.
I think it is me.
Okay.
I think it is me.
How often were you speaking to this person?
No, with this person it was different. It was every single day.
Okay.
Because you get to a point where when you start dating someone, you need to understand what they like and what they don't, right? To a point where I don't like talking every day, they like talking every day, right? I had to compromise, but I also feel like those compromises could have also been the same exact reasons why we ended up breaking up. For someone like me who doesn't talk to, like their person every day, it's easier for me to get overwhelmed the moment I have to talk to you every single day, knowing she's waiting. Bruh, that girl could call. I don't like calls. But because I was in that relationship and I was in that state where you love that person, you have to do certain things to make the relationship work. But it's also easy now, Noma, when someone comes and you have to change who you are as a person in order to accommodate them. And if the change comes, it's a lot.
Do you have friends that you talk to every day?
I don't.
Do you have friends?
I do.
He does this one.
I do. I have some of the most amazing friends. But I think also with my friends, we've gotten to understand we all have, very different busy lives. Takatara, to say once after 2 days, we get on a call, 5-minute group call, and that's it. If I get to call my friend like a Sadera phone, I don't have to feel some type of way because I understand she's going through something, he's going through something. So I think because of that, it has also been a habit that I carry even in relationships. Takatara, they say 2 days per week. No, it's fine. Every day.
Are you friends with the girls that you date? Like, do you become... Because I want to believe if they're your friends, right, they would understand.
So I've dated one girl that I was friends with.
It was cool?
It was cool.
Okay.
She could actually understand with Unati, we don't have to talk every day. But the moment we meet, everything is fine. She understood that. Also, it was because that's the exact type of person that she was. So I think it's easier for me when I date someone with the same exact outlook on relationships. For me to be with someone who's, present, it's a bit much. I think
I think my question should be, what is love to you, Nati, like how do you define love? You will. Let's start there because I feel like when you love someone, when you genuinely love someone, there's no way you can spend 24 hours without talking to that person. You constantly want to know if they're okay, if everything is going well with them. You want to know details about their day, you know. You want to know if they're, things like that. You genuinely want to know what's happening in the life of the person that you love. I think that's part of what love is.
I feel like for me, no, love is having someone to call home, right? Mm-hmm. But what we misinterpret is, what type of home are you coming from in the first place? Because we cannot be in situations where I get to be in a relationship or, bubbly, we talking every day and whatnot. Sometimes, no matter how we were raised, plays into that. Mm-hmm. Most people are not coming from, like overly affectionate homes. So we get to be in situations where the only times you see one Taura is Daravo Bas. No, I was work, full stop, I know it was okay. That's it. Certain people are growing up in such a setup, we're not being exposed to this being overly affectionate. You get it? So to me, knowing Kuti, no mariko. We talk for like a few minutes. Let's catch up for that 1-2 minutes. Every single day. I can't. Because I'm one of those individuals to be up and I want you there. We don't necessarily have to talk. Be there, I'm here, we're good.
Let me cut you off there. If most of us come from families, where they're broken families, messed up families, right? What are we bringing forward? Because I want to believe, Kuti, I personally come from broken families, right? But I love, guys. Like, I'm not perfect, right? But I try because Handidi Kuti, when the time comes and God blesses me with a family, I'm bringing that whole pain and trauma into upenyu wemwana wangu. Saka iwewe, I get that. And I respect that you actually know it. Kuti, most of us didn't come or do not come from, good families. I noticed that you love is a family chi. But ukaji takura from kwaur kuba. This is how you then learn. You should be using, I'm not saying maybe for a lack of a better word, I think they should be helping you to become better. Because maybe kumba kwedu pane aienda kana for 3 days they never check up on us and stuff. It's okay for you to be like that. No, it's not your fault that you come from something chekadar. But you should not bring that into the relationship. If anything, relationship, I want to believe, should make you change or become better, to challenge you. A challenge. The next relationship, at least try to change communication. Because like what Noma said, love for me is when the well-being of Noma is important to me. The well-being of the next person is... To be honest, I don't even care kuti amunka akageza ere anipe kurarere. But when we are in a relationship, my friendship with Noma, her well-being is important to me. So well-being encompasses a lot of things. That's communication, being honest with her, honest with my feelings. Because Noma, too much my anxiety problems, ndikariga kutaura zvinom affect. Ndikukanganisa well-being ya Noma. So that love aspect ya October. When you love someone, their well-being is important to you. So it's okay. Many of us come from broken families. But you should not carry that into these relationships. It's not good, it's not healthy.
And as unfortunately, you know how fragile life is. In 24 hours, a lot of things can happen to me. True. A lot of things can happen to you. True. After 24 hours, in 20 seconds, a lot can happen. I can win a lotto in 5 seconds. I can be in an accident in 5 seconds. I can meet the love of my life in 2 minutes and get married. And you are there sitting and saying, baby, Rangu, really goes somewhere, right? But maybe what we should say is, I want to know from you, viewers, if there's anyone else who's like Nati, who says, no, communication for me, whether I love you or I don't, I'd rather we don't talk every day. If you are there, please write down in the comment section also. And we want to know if you're saying, do you think this is okay? Or do you think you guys need like a support group situation, Yana,
so.
where you come together and you get to understand?
We do.
Because I don't think maybe the majority of us, there's obviously a lot of people also who might say, no, I'm also like Nati. But I don't think, especially for us women, what I know about women, we love attention.
Affection.
We love affection. We want to be loved. So now my next question is, at what point do you then get intimate in a relationship? Or is that also like off bounds for you?
It's not.
Kana uthi izvo zonke zvanomhanyira.
Izvo zonke zvandoziya manje izvozvo. Izvo zonke zvandoziya manje izvozvo. No, but you know what, Noma? I think what I personally think is, I don't know, like when you're saying good, like with women, they like attention, they like affection and whatnot. Do you see why there are certain conversations that we need to have before we get into relationships?
True.
And I genuinely feel like most people are not having these conversations because it's Noma and the fact that she's willing to give me a chance. We haven't addressed or discussed who we are as people, as individuals. Because what I've understood is, even in a relationship, you still need to keep certain aspects of your individuality. Now, men lie. One thing I've noticed, men lie. You come, we ask each other this stupid question: what are you looking for in a relationship? You need to miss me with that statement. You come, what are you looking for? Normal, you tell me, no, attention, the first days when we start dating, I will give you that. Because that's what you said you want. You get it? You told me this is what I want. I will give you that attention. But Tadzika, a month into the relationship, now I'm being myself. What I'm going to Unati has changed, bruh. This isn't the person that she was when we started dating. I've always been that person, but because you told me what you wanted, and I wanted to be what you wanted, I had to change to be that person. Now that I'm being myself, I'll change one. So why not be in situations where let's get to learn each other first? Let's take that dating stage, let's get to know each other. A month, 2 months, before we get in a relationship. That way, when you get in it, you know, I'm that for now.
Saka totaura tese kana uchida nini
katupa mwedzi.
Ipapa kutaura patuka mwedzi papa. Patukutaura katupa mwedzi papa. Let's do that.
No, we can't.
Let's meet up twice.
What are your love languages?
Money. I'm not even joking. Money.
You want your God to be money?
Who doesn't? No, but okay then. I like my love language is like physical touch and acts of service.
How then do we physical touch if you're going to see each other
like
once in a month?
Noma, I don't mind seeing you every day.
But
let's just not talk.
To you on call, on WhatsApp every single day. No. So, in order for us to have a functional relationship, if it means we're moving in after the first 2-3 dates, it's fine.
No, one thing about that to game.
If it's going to give you that security, also, now this nigga actually loves me. Be there. I will tell you, I'm one of those individuals who can coexist with my girlfriend for a very long time. I want to see you there. Be there. I'm here. You know I'm here. I'm not anywhere else. But every single second we're talking.
Alright, fine.
What's up, together, boys?
My time moving together. Kumba kuita problem. Iwa udisho kufonera kana utoro niwe. Tulikuwa mekeza niwe say.
I don't know for no. We'll text it's an emergency one.
Aye.
Today phone can be emergency.
You're not any manual, okay?
I want to understand something. In this process of dating, do you talk to other people? Like, are you online on WhatsApp? Are you available on Instagram, on TikTok? Are you like fully on these platforms?
I am.
But just not talking to me.
Just not to talk. No, not just you. It's everyone. Huh? My mom is one of those individuals who complain every single time. You can never ever reach Unati. I will be looking at my phone. You actually send a message. In my mind, I'm like, it's fine. I'll get back to it. So I think it also stems to, it's not just you. It's not how I act in relationships, no.
It's just who you are as a person. Are you proud of who you are?
I am not. No one is.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we still have certain, tracks to work out. Eventually, we're going to get there.
Yeah, as you grow older,
I remember
you
dating this one girl. She was older than me, yes. But she was one of the most communicative people I'd ever met. To a point where guy, you start coming out of that shell bit by bit. Don't come and force me to be who I am.
Yeah,
not.
no, that doesn't work.
But I think I remember there's a certain artist, Akatara, this whole thing, Kuti. I want a relationship that comes with change. But I don't have to change you. I want you to change because you are now ready to or you're willing to. The moment you give me that space, Kuti, I'm doing these things, I'm going to notice it, but with this one, it's different. I start opening up more. So I think it just comes to, is the person that I am with that time a safe space for me to open up, or they are not?
And do you even like them?
I do.
I'm saying.
And do I like that person as well? Yeah.
Because I think also the way it works in relationships, if I want you to change, I think what I do is I show you how I want to be loved.
Exactly.
I communicate with you the way I want you to communicate with me, right? I do things for you that I want you to do for me. I think the first month or so, that's what women do. In all of this that I'm doing, if I'm communicating, I'm telling you, babe, today I have this program, I'm doing A, B, C, I'm going to be done at this time. When I leave the house, I'm going out, babe, I'm going out with my friends, I'm going to be back at this time, right? I do this, I think, for the whole month. In that, I'm trying to show you, Kuti, this is what I expect from you, but without forcing you. Okay. If you then like me enough, you then realize, no, my girlfriend really tries. She really communicates. Maybe I should also do the same thing.
If you want.
If you want.
No, but it's not about if I want. I feel like from what you're saying, right? The moment someone shows you how they want to be treated, it's easier for you to then do that.
If you want.
But if I come into a situation where I act how I act, and you're okay with it, I'm not changing.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Can I sing
Indeed, yes.
Yeah, I think they won't change. But if someone actually, likes you, I think the word is like. If someone actually likes you, it's easier.
But there is love in Harare.
Is there love in Harare? Please, let me know. Is there love in Harare?
Because love is Harare.
Have you found love in Harare?
Have you found love?
Yeah, I love Noma.
No, but then it's different. It's different. Have you found
Obviously
romantic love? You love Noma. Everyone does. But have you found your person in Harare?
I place, guys. So I don't think it's about the place.
Have you found your person?
Not yet.
Do you think you're gonna find your person in Harare?
I don't know if it's Harare or wherever in the world, but one day I know I will.
Harare, I doubt.
You never know.
I've tried Harare.
But there is.
Harare. It's you saying you've tried Harare. How many people have you dated?
I've tried.
I feel like, you know what? In Harare, we say it's all about this place because there's one thing you're not gonna normalize what that's not supposed to be normal. Like, for instance, in Harare now it's normal to be, even for girls, it's normal to be dating 10 people at the same time. It's something that's been normalized. Do not find out a branch, And when you come out and you say, no, this is not normal, I'm a woman, I can't do that. Now you're being labeled as you're trying to be Miss Goody Two Shoes. You get?
It's true, no man. But you don't go to do it secretary, but kind of entertainment industry. One of the word, and it doesn't mean kuti monuesa ndojari. Because I want to believe. I'm sorry, ma'am. If I want to sleep with someone, it's because I want to sleep with them.
Yes.
It's not like I'm old enough.
Please take note. She's 30 years old. If you're 23 and below, that's not for you. Leave that.
Women. All right. I want, because it was a yeah, my mother. I hope she doesn't. And my brother. Yeah. And my uncle. Anyway, I want to believe that as a woman, all right, singular, I do enjoy sex. Right. So, how far as far as I say, when someone all right, when I sleep with someone, you put a label on it. It's just me having sex with someone because of when I have sex with them.
That you can find in Harare.
Yes,
that you can find in
that
Harare.
Is very common in Harare. That's Harare, right?
I'm saying,
but I get what you're saying. I think it's something that women need to be taught, right? Need to understand. Kuti, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone, let it be because you genuinely like that person. If you then decide to sleep with a man, let it be because you want to, not because you're doing it for them. Don't pay up virginity. It's because you are not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for them. That's something that women and even young girls, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are having sex, let it be because you want to. Not because you're trying to please someone, you're trying to make someone stay. That doesn't. Men don't function like that.
Like the whole, you're having sex with someone so that they stay.
Yes, that doesn't work.
Men will not stay for that.
Yes, men will not stay for that. So it has to be because I think women equally enjoy sex the same way men do, right? So if you're gonna be sexually active with the person, because you will regret it. You will hate that man for life. Because but what about you? Because the moment he gets to his finishing line, atobo. But what about you? Yeah, exactly. Now you want to cuddle, and now you are hurt when he doesn't do that because you were thinking, I'm doing this because I want to buy his love. That never works. We could be wrong. Does that work? Has it ever worked for you, my dear? If it has, let us know because we want to know. Actually, we really do want to know. So, if you were to, is cheating a deal breaker for you?
It's not. It's not.
Is it for you?
Is it for you?
It is for me, in the sense that even if I'm to forgive you, something has changed in me. And I'm now open to having other options. My time with you, because I'm one person who focuses on one person at one time. I don't know how to focus on 2 or 3 people at the same time. That's just not, I can't multitask when it comes to men. I can't, because men, I have a problem. So, if you then cheat on me, trust and believe if I forgive you, I've already checked out of that relationship. I'm trying to let my heart heal, because what I discovered with the heart is that you can't force your heart to let go of something it still wants.
True.
You cannot.
But you think you could heal whilst you're still inside that relationship?
Yes, you can. For women, you can. Nice and slow.
So I think I wouldn't leave a relationship because someone cheated.
Are you sure?
Here's the thing. I want to understand the reasons why you cheated. You get it? And if we can still be in a state where we can fix it, I'm okay with that. Noma, I'm saying this from experience. I've dated. Arara has taught me lessons. I remember.
Can you go to Blawai?
I remember dating this one girl. I was in university at the time, and she cheated. She was at CAT. I was by MSU, right? And then I asked, "What's your reason?" And then she said, "We don't see each other as much as I would want us to."
So the best way would be
that's the only reason why you cheated. She was like, "Yes." Every single weekend, it said I'm going down to CAT or she's going up to MSU, right? When she cheated the second time, I say to her, "You know what? You said your reasons the first time around, and we tried fixing it, and then you still went and you did it the second time, meaning I was never the problem. You were. So I'm not giving up on a relationship the first time you cheat if it's something that we can still work on. But now if you do it the second time around, I'm like, okay, we fixed it. So what's wrong now?"
I don't think most men will agree.
So you do realize men are some of the most forgiving people you can ever meet, especially if they love a person.
With men, I realized that men can forgive you for cheating, as long as friends don't know.
Okay.
The moment friends know, yes.
Now your friends are going to be like, now that you get it, and whatnot. But the moment we know it's too, you're not going to appear. People, my friends have often said I'm one of the most, misunderstood person you could ever meet. The moment people get there, we are fine. We will act happy because we are okay. The moment someone else knows about it, now it's trickier. But if no one knows, we're good, right? Go cheat Bring back the money, we are fine.
It's you saying bring back the money.
We are fine.
Let's say I can't. I think for women, cheating for me, it means you looked at that person, right? And at that moment, I stopped existing. You stopped thinking about me. Especially if your cheating then goes to the point where you then slept with that person. I do not believe there's anything called sleeping with a person by mistake. You knew what you were doing because there's a lot that's involved in then you actually having the act itself. Muchatanga kukisana and rukuziva and the Noma as brain mark at that time una basaneni ucha cotton raembeze munu and ipo I was good on funga.
But you do realize cheating for men is physical. It's not emotional. That's the difference with girls. I'm like, men are more intellectual than emotional.
What? Wait. Ndiani akakupa manual yevano. Magai did the psychology devakadzi kuti vanorana same feeling.
No, you make a notaura statement or when women cheat, you can actually see him scanner cheat. I'm cheating because maybe akuna that emotional availability. Do you think women cheat just to satisfy their physical needs?
Yes.
But often at times, I'll still come back and say this. Often at times, Muskana will go cheat with a guy who's not even gonna let her finish. It's not even physical with women.
Oh my goodness.
Is it?
Or not? I can go and sleep with another guy.
I can, but I choose not to. That's the difference. But you guys choose to. That's the only difference. Because the fact when you want to have sex, random sex, you have it with a woman. A random woman. It goes to show you that it's literally the same. But the difference is you will choose not to do it.
So I've never cheated. Like physically, I've never cheated. No, emotionally I have. Okay. Right? But I think it stems back to a point where when most guys cheat, like when they go and have sex with someone else, often at times it's to satisfy a need. Not even a need, a want. Do you get it? Like how people process things differently. When every time I get out of a relationship and I'm hurt, Brand, you end up through a rampage. Do you get what I mean? As you told my feelings in Katish, it's just, like let it be physical. That's it. So, Murume we se panos on it's a very stupid reason that try about no ni nasakata askuna kironezos. No, I'm just looking for sex. Period. And this utombo damu no nena to sex na.
But why does it have to be a person? Can't you use your hands?
But I think
please. Because coming to a person for me, it's like you're saying Wandishora. It's like you're saying
in that moment I just want to feel something else.
Feel? What do you feel?
I just want to be in that moment knowing you know what? I don't know if it's just me, but I've noticed boys. People in Harare have normalized having sex and we had sex, that's it.
And that's sick. For me, I find it very weird.
I used to have a friend. Ndara I met Magapina now club, you stand there and he looks around. It's just something, it's normal. I'm just gonna do it.
Did you tell him good is not good? Because I think you guys also enable each other.
It's not about enabling each other. But I think we now live in a society that is normalized.
Like I was saying, these things have been normalized. But do you know also, for women, okay, I'll say for me, speaking for myself, for me, there's nothing cute about being with a man who's been with everybody else.
Thank you.
For me, if you're my man, the reason why maybe I'll be in a relationship and never post about that person is that.
Yeah.
Never share what I didn't. It's that. Because if I'm dating you, taenda ku function, and ku function uko kuna ma ex ako 10.
Yeah.
There's no, and this is Sina that love to say, this is my man. Because my man ungoyaru kuziwa kuti une one rakacha. And une one. It's not cute. Taenda to a different event, we've gone somewhere else, or maybe the whole community. Every girl, maybe after every 2 houses, there's a girl you've slept with. And Dina kakuku kuremekeza as a man because everybody else knows you. Everybody has been with you.
But do you get how finding a person like that in our society, like in Harare per se, is good and harder?
Yes.
Because I've realized
That's very true.
the moment I date someone, so I think I'm like you. I will get in a relationship and get out of it, and no one would know. Sometimes not even my friends would know, right? Because I've always been on some. I want to try and protect my relationship, but one way or the other, especially with social media now, you get it. Do you know the one of my followers, normally they've dated the person that you're with.
Yeah. Because yeah.
Normally, one person. I've been in situations where I date someone, it's a secret and one not. And then one day is not gonna go. You know that guy. I know Boku repost on IG and one not. Like yeah, you do know good. I can't watch baby. This is not even someone in your circle, but everyone has been child.
That's how small this
exactly.
city is, and that's how you know that is one big bedroom. And it's a sad situation because
you're not gonna find Munu Wakoega.
It's doesn't because
I think importer. Kunyama bebe ku blues. But importer. Because you're not the point. Aripo acho. So why not take one blues? They haven't been exposed to it.
You know, it's the same with men as well. This man has dated every girl that I know. This man has been with. For me, especially when it comes to, I don't want to meet a person and be like, oh, you mean, I got to kiss someone and then you want to come and kiss me. That's just.
But wako no mwana copy.
Amen. At least maybe if you relocate to a certain place where if I come with about it. Yes, if I come with him home, exactly. Nobody knows him.
They don't know about it.
They don't know about him. There's no one in this home of mine who will say, I'm first I get Domziva. You know, you want a mysterious man. Exactly. First one Noma. It's the same thing. You guys want that. We also want that as women.
We do. But with Ama 2Ks now, you see where it differs from you guys and us. I think there's been a trend of dating for aesthetics reason.
Yes.
Now, some of the most aesthetically pleasing girls in Harare, Vashoma. No, you get what I mean? Like yes. The ones we know, Vashoma. We're getting in a situation where urkupinda mu room munana. What right? Example. Urkupinda mu room munana sakile munana pro munana. You know, everyone wants those people. So at the end of the day, arikuzia baby kuti achiva pana unati arikuenda pana ningrikini. Achiva pana ningrikini arikuenda pana ningrikini. Because njovas kana wacho aripo. We all want to be with those same people. Apana pa kuzoenda. You know what? I've met some of the most wonderful individuals in this city. But because we don't know them or they don't fit in the trend, yevas kana arikunzi ndo arikupisa mazwano. Atina basa naye. Iye one that I'm not going to say that word. Or vaskana wacho even kwenda kune that one guy who's been ran through. Ndiye watikuda TSA.
And now because of money now. Because he's got money. Mese muchaenda kwari muchiziva kuti akabva pana ningi. Because I think it's just. Let me just
do it. Kungapfana pa vari kuzvita mazwano. Kuchinja na vanhu. Kuti bebuya ne mari wangu chimboendawo. Otomboyo toda mazwano unati ndiye arepo. Tombompo 2 months zake ombonjiko mari yake.
Amunchikima energies ere vanhu. Amotakura.
You know what? We might as well talk about this until. But I want to know, what do you want to do better in your next relationships?
So personally, I feel like I want to be, the person who someone doesn't have to heal from. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
I don't want to be someone who everyone can say, oh, with Unati, I went through that hell. I want to be. I don't want to be in that state anymore. I want a situation where I'm a husband, not a boyfriend. I've always noticed there's a difference when you're dating a girlfriend or a wife. I want to be in that state where someone can actually say, boys, I've heard someone saying this about Unati, but that's not what I experienced. But also, that's if they come and get to take the time to learn who I am as a person, and then I get to
grow
learn
with
who you
you
are as a person. Was kungoti zvingeti kaka one, it's not gonna happen.
It's a process.
But I'm trying. I'm still trying. Ndinotombogona pamwe pacho zvinozongobata hazvo zvekwedu, but I do try. So that's one thing that I feel like I want to work on. What about you?
Okay.
In my next relationship.
Oh, mature 30. Yato marriage. Relationship.
I know if there's one thing about us, Manjiga, marriage is not one thing that we are so hoo-hoo-ha-ha about.
But don't you want to get married?
You do, but it's not something. It's not the first thing that comes into my mind when someone asks me what are your long-time goals.
I feel like in the Shona or mostly Shona culture, Tinoshika stage with goals mostly. Can I reach a certain age like bra, get married, wakura? Iwewe is someone getting older. It was your birthday last week. Is someone getting older? How do you deal with a situation where people get to ask you, Noma, when are you getting married?
For some reason, I think I made it clear. I think from the time I was 27 or something, that marriage is not
in the cards for me.
It's not in the cards for me because I can go single. I can be single for 4 years, brah, and I'll be okay. What I want out of life is me being able to take care of myself, me being able to fund all my what's the English word? Whatever it is that I want.
Her needs and wants.
Yeah, all my needs. At any given point, for me to be able to, because I was born the only child, right? And this whole thing, yes, you men, when my mother was married by my dad, I took my father's surname and whatnot. So in my head, I've always had this thing, what happens to my mother's legacy? Because I'm a girl, what happens to my father's legacy? Because also he gave birth to a girl child. So that means if I get married now to Unati Moyo, my surname is changed to Moyo. I haven't done anything for my parents. You understand? There's that as well. But then you can't explain that to society because the first thing is, you are meant to get married and whatnot.
But do you believe we were meant to be alone?
No.
We are meant to have someone else in our lives, right?
Yes, it's very important to have someone in your life.
So do you not get to points where you think about that? Like, you know what?
No.
I'm doing well for myself right now, right? Even if someone else comes or doesn't, it's not going to change a thing in how your life is going. But also, I would want someone to go back home to.
Yes, it's always there somewhere in the back of your mind. Kuti, at the end of the day, when everything is done, when I think I'm at a point where I think I've achieved the few things that I wanted to achieve, I want to have someone to go back home to. And even now, it's not necessarily that I don't want to have someone, but you then see around you and you realize, Kuti, how much of a setback it is when you are with someone. It's not that you don't try with people. You see them, you probably give people chances one or the other. You see them 2 weeks and you realize, no, this person, if anything, they would distract me.
Oh, yeah.
You get?
Makes sense.
So it's an issue where if you then meet someone who understands you, who has goals like you, who's not all about playing games and everything. Because if I get into a relationship, I want to tick and say one down. It's not something I have to worry about. I have my person, right?
Yeah.
Even if we are not married yet, I have my person. Even if whether he's working or not, I have my person. That's one thing I'm not supposed to focus on. Let me focus on my goals, on work and making money, while we also makes money. If eventually, maybe even after 7 years, we decided, guy, I think, Dad, let's get married. That's the kind of relationship I want. But unfortunately, if I meet Unati today, Unati comes from a family of pressure. Before we even get to understand each other, Unati because I think Noma can make a good wife. But is it really what I want? Is it really, did I want it to happen now? No.
Also, you don't want to be married for the wrong reasons.
Yes, I don't know. I think I grew up in a fear of divorce. But I don't life young because in Canada because until death do us apart. Also, no, this wasn't it. My one. You understand? So I'm not moved by people who ask, because also people that are around me, they don't ask me that question because they know if anything ukanditi mkwasha ndotokuudza ati handozokudza andaserious mondiitira arranged marriage, because it's not something that I'm not saying good I hate men or whatever. No, I love men. I want to be loved by a man. I want to sleep on a chest of a man. I like very slim men. I don't like them. I like very slim men. I want to be loved by a man.
Under a chest.
Chest get love.
Asizvinonzi ukamborega zvetype yako ukamboka.
Chimbofocus nezvimwe.
Chimbopo unoziva here kuti kubatwa ruoko nemunhu wausiri physical attached unoita ngokuruambama
abuse.
Unoziva.
But I don't necessarily think people have a type.
People don't really have a type, honestly.
And I think it's about how the other person makes you feel.
Yes.
It's about how the person makes you feel.
Literally.
Now that's mine. Yo, I have been loved in this. I have been loved.
I'm happy for you.
But okay, we move.
We move, Shame.
We move. In my next relationship. Mm-hmm. I want to be a woman that asks. Mm-hmm. And know that it's okay to ask, because I think I am sometimes too understanding and too, I don't know. Do you know, this is something that I would love. And quitting, Nasi, when you're my man, you understand me, right? So there are certain things that I should not have to ask for. You.
I should know.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, at least that's something that I love. But I think Django so did a good tower. You know what? I like flowers. I like money. I like meat. I like going out on.
I think it's an issue of because men love taking care of their women.
Of the people they love.
So unfortunately, there's us then who have been doing things for ourselves for the longest time. We're independent. And sometimes even very much gangster. Yeah. Where when you're with a man, instead of you then getting into your feminine energy, you are more like Joguti. Personally, if I ask you for something, if I say I want to get my hair done, and you don't do anything about it, I won't ask you again. You will see me in the mangwananda gadzira musoro wangu. But I think this girls that then I don't know, maybe there's like an panika skiri. If you're there, please help us. Let us know. Kuti skiri has to say you unogona unyengerera.
They know how to ask now.
Yes.
I think Stacey can voice that too much.
No, but I feel like with a girl who knows how to ask, right? Most times, I'm not saying I know this. Most times they're not as independent as they want to be. Noma, if you have your things figured out, uchikwanza uzvitsvawega. The moment you're not out in the rukiswa msoro and I go quiet, you're still gonna go and do it.
Yes.
I have a friend. Anotakati kune mkomana wake ndoda kumbura kurukiswa msoro kwa install. 10 minutes after she goes get her hair done, if that guy sends that money, she sends it back. And she thank you very much. Because she can afford the life that she wants. But now can usinga kwanise kuzita zvinezvi. Trust me, urukunyengerera chete.
No, I don't think that's the case, Nati.
So why then would you be in a situation where urukunyengerera chete?
I think, I'm sorry to do this to us, Noma, but I feel like I put the blame back to us. I think it's the kind of men
that we also meet with as well.
Whatever it is, there's something wrong to the kind of men that we attract that do that to us. Because I know girls who are super independent guys. They are high value women, probably and high maintenance women. And their men do stuff for them.
Now I feel like that's who the man is as a person.
That's my point.
Get it?
It's the kind of people that we attract because of who we are.
But I also feel like most men do it for the wrong reasons.
No.
Most men do it for the wrong reasons. Why? You see this behavior where if I come into your life and I'm a big baller, I'm going to do certain things in your life where I know I will not go because no other man is going to come and do this for you.
Yes. So it's to maintain, it's to keep you there.
You see how certain high maintenance.
You see how certain people are dating certain individuals, right? Where they can't even break up with them because they know I cannot do better than this.
Yes.
Because
the standard has been set so high, there won't be anyone who will be able to.
I get that point, right? But I'm saying, I want to believe in Noma high maintenance women. I want to believe they are both high maintenance and high value women. Women who bring value
But
wherever they go.
You can still
But
be a
now
high
that
value woman
and
have a man take care of you.
Yes,
Exactly.
you can have a man take care of you. But then I think also it's just maybe like technique also, because the moment a man realizes good, this person doesn't really need me. Men want to be needed.
Hey.
You get?
I don't know.
But it's too smart. You will not that. Because then I even say it. I need to do better. And then I say it good. If I say I want to get my hair done and you don't do it, I will do it on my own.
Myself.
I don't think I'll ask you again. I'll do it by myself. But that's not right. Men want to be needed. Babe, I need to get my hair done tomorrow.
But
yeah.
But I feel like, isn't it better to be with a man who knows?
Yes,
One who wants to
right?
have this done.
My girlfriend wants to get her hair done. My girlfriend wants this.
Tagato budget out. Imari, I'm sorry. Imari, my nails. Imari, chish.
Then there's me. And then I feel guilty, man. And then I don't do something for them in return. Then I'm gonna street kid. I don't know, guys. Tell us what you think, because I think we might talk until tomorrow. So tell us what you think. How are your relationships going? If you want us to address something, or maybe you have a story that you want us to talk about, do write us in the comment section, and then maybe. Well, I think we're gonna do this once every month, where we just have like different conversations from the ones that we're used to. But just to cut this short, because we are yet to also have Minutes of White Linen, and then we talk about the Noma Awards fashion and stuff, But so guys, before you leave, because now not before you leave, is there anything that you want to say? Or things like that.
First of all, let's be kind to each other. You never know what the next person is going through. Let's be kind, by the way. No matter who you are, where you come from, what you think you've become, just be kind. Because life is just so funny, mapakti nanati kuti. 1 minute my table is
True.
1 minute you wake up and Noni is the girl you need on whatever campaign that you're having. But I won't forget. Now it's
down.
And also, just because we can't look like our problems, and figure whatever Luca said, because I'm going through stuff at home, you never know what I'm carrying until it. Just be kind. I'm managing Noma, guys. She's an event host. Please, tell my boss. Renti. Should not depend on we will do justice to your event.
We're very good at it, actually. We don't.
I'm just so proud of that. We are hard. Anyway, not.
Okay, so I think that the one thing I would want to say is, like what she was saying, be kind to each other. You never know what the other person is going through. And if you can be someone else's, like comfort space, try as much as you can to be that person who I know good when Noma is having a problem, she can come to you and say, Wango, this is what's going on. And we know we're going to figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
Don't be the person that everyone has to heal from.
Yeah.
We cannot keep perpetuating this culture of, hate people. Then let's learn to take time to ourselves, learn who we are and avoid hating other people in the process.
True.
Because once you're bleeding, someone actually said, the scar can go away, but the scar tissue damage stays. Let's not be everyone has to say, boys, no. Let's learn to be people that can coexist and be other people's safe spaces. And I sell hair. I sell nice. Vietnamese hair.
Okay.
And clothes as well.
So the next time you see me with hair, it's to be coming from him, okay?
Yes, I saw hair. It's by Onati.
Okay.
It's like very good hair.
Is it affordable though, or is it? It depends.
It is affordable.
Are we your target market?
I mean, our target market is more medium to high earners. But
Okay.
it's affordable.
Okay.
Yes, you don't have to break the bank.
Oh, okay.
you don't
That's great.
have to break the bank.
Okay.
Plus, we're actually running a promotion.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
50% off.
Really?
For everyone who follows us on our social media.
Oh, so your social media is
By Unati. It's Unati. Full stop.
Okay.
So everyone who follows us will get a 50% discount.
Oh, so it's hair by Unati. Go get your nice hair, okay, from Unati. And also, it looks like he's single. You might you never know.
I am.
You never know. You just so when you're going to his shop, make sure you dress the part. You look good. You never know. We met Unati because very fast because wow.
So calm.
So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Thank you.
For having this conversation.
I know I forced your hands, but you know how it is. That's what happens when you have friends like Noma.
Exactly.
But yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so obviously, we can't have the Namas and not talk about the fashion because we have Anisu on speed dial.
I don't know why I always say my name out like
he's
that.
He's a fashion
Minister
practitioner.
of White Linen.
I don't care, my friend. Okay, Minister of White Linen.
Thank you.
Okay. Our fashion, what are you now? What do you call you now? Because
Fashion practitioner.
Okay, fashion practitioner. So please take note. When he says whatever he says, he's speaking from a place of being a fashion practitioner. Okay? Me, I'm just here for him to tell us what he thinks. Okay? That's your opinion anymore. Yeah, thank you. Mr. You're looking so good. You look so good.
Gracias. Thank you.
Hey, I wish I could ask you what's happening there, but then we're not talking about you today. So we focus on the Namas. Today. Yes. Okay. So the theme was Afrofuturism. Was it?
Yeah, the flyer was saying something like that, Afrofuturistic.
Yeah, Afrofuturistic.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I want to understand, Kuti, what does Afrofuturistic mean even from a fashion point of view? What were you expecting to see?
Which is a very complex theme, right? Mm-hmm. And dress code. I think they flyer rachakafamba pamochite ne mood board.
All right.
Right?
So that people have an idea.
Whoever's coming or receiving that invitation or seeing that flyer, they also do have an idea of what that means. But anyway, let's start from fashion futuristic or futuristic fashion, right? Good, what is it? So when you're talking about futuristic fashion, number one, we're talking about bold designs, right? We have to question like, boy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So bold designs, really, really bold designs. We're not talking about simplicity. Apana low key, apana high key.
Oh.
It gotta be F sharp.
Easy.
Yeah, it gotta be fashion sharp.
Okay.
Right. Secondly, we're talking about unconventional fabrics. Right? Unconventional fabrics. Fabrics, or material, we don't normally see it on clothing. We're talking about probably plastic. We're talking about reflective fabric. We're talking about so this other time the electronic sense, right? You could see probably the fabric in gets. You know what I mean? So I really think there are very few people that are doing futuristic fashion clothing manufacturing in the country. We're talking about Wana Ivo tribe.
Yeah.
I think Dana Gura also has got some pieces and some concepts that are futuristic fashion.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so we're talking about bold designs, we're talking about unconventional materials or fabrics, and we're also talking about some bold colors. Exactly. So it has to be either or. So now we take that and we put it in the African concept. But how can you fuse our African, fashion with futuristic fashion?
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
All right.
I know that's what I'm going
to say. So, with all that you've said, we have the Namas, which is like, I think, the biggest awards show in the country, right? Because it's the National Awards. Who do you think did justice to the theme. We start off with the director of National Arts Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Napoleon Nyani. I think I loved it. I loved the top part of his suit and everything. What do you think of that?
Okay, so Vamuna Mkuruya.
Yes.
And he's a respectable member of the
Very
community.
much so. Mm-hmm.
So he, from my thinking, he wanted to exude futuristic fashion, right? But at the same time, not too much.
Not too
because he's the executive, Noma. So I guess he wanted to play cool, but at the same time, not missing the point. For me, I think he definitely is the best Kwarume.
Okay.
Best dressed, being followed by Hilton Mdariki.
Okay.
Is it Hilton Mdariki or Hilton Mdariki? Yeah, those two. Hilton Mdariki, he went for the Wakanda T'Challa kind of a look. He had sort of a sachet or thingy, fabric
Yes.
on his shoulder. So I really like what Napoleon did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, is it like the real thing? Because it really looks so
neat.
expensive even on pictures, and very neat,
very neat,
very clean.
The seamstress did a very good job because when I took my shiro a bit loose, it was not stitched on the back; it was just stitched on the front. Then my shiro like whatever that I'm wearing today, it's a bib, right? I really liked it because you see, it's unconventional material that was used. Yeah.
It's not your basic.
It's not your basic
stuff that you're used to.
Okay,
now let's come down to Madam Boss and Mama V.
And to judge her outfit.
Yes. No, not the person. We're not talking about the person.
Awesome.
We're judging the outfit.
Awesome. Yeah. So Madam Boss. So we said for me, I think Napoleon did it. On the lady side, definitely Madam Boss. I think. Though I think it comes a lot of controversy. I saw online people trolling, but the problem is people are trolling only because
they didn't understand the thing.
We, as a country, like I said, we're still very fashion backward.
Okay.
So we're not catching up. But Madam Boss actually
she killed it, right?
Big chasers. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. There was, I don't know what was on the boots.
Yes.
And on the bust here. Yeah, there's a combination of denim and those things. That embellishment was top notch. Yeah.
Okay. And Mama V?
Very dramatic, very bold. Like we said, bold designs. African, maybe it's because Duterte that she my feathers there.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I do not know. On this outfit, I'm very indifferent.
Okay.
I'm very very bold. If we're rating out of 100, 60.
60 out of 100.
I'll give it 60.
All right.
Yeah.
So because for time, we just want to let's move to pro beats.
Pro
Rate him out of a 10.
Okay, pro beats. The outfit is nice. The fitting is the problem. Something wrong with the shorts. Somewhere there. I don't know if the combination of whatever that's on the top and whatever that's on the bottom. Yeah. No, it's my homie, but it's one of those things when you're marking, you could say rewrite.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the top was nice.
The top was okay. Top was okay. That whole bib concept one more time, just like Napoleon. Yeah, but something down here that didn't really work out for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this one?
Right. Okay, fine. I took a judge outfit.
Outfit. Yes, outfit.
That's the true definition.
This is Nobet, right? Nobet.
Oh, that's his name.
Yes,
okay.
Nobet.
I think that's the true definition of futuristic.
Futuristic, okay.
Right? That thing, that material, that, I don't know what it's called, but I think that's the true definition of futuristic.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 10. Yeah, I know we
can't.
can't.
On Lupita Nyong'o on some...
Right,
exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, then the African part of it is definitely difficult to then point out.
Okay.
But maybe because he is African, is an African man, I suppose. He's African, so definitely he and them putting on that thing
No,
could translate to
that could. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's a 10 out of 10.
African and futuristic.
That's a 10 out of 10.
All right. And our MC of the day. Remember, we are judging the outfit, not the person.
Okay.
Rated out of a 10.
Bold, dramatic, unconventional materials used. It's probably the design. That picture is only probably showing up to here.
Yeah, not the whole
When you
thing.
then look at the outfit as a whole, I hope we can get a picture. I looked on the internet to find out if there's a picture that could give us a full view.
Okay.
But as it stands, very creative. There's just something I do not know. I do not know what it is, but it's the design, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, out of a 10?
Out of a 10, how much?
4.5.
Yes. Wow. And this one?
Okay, so
the black dress.
All right, the black dress for a ball. Definitely, it's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
If you're going for a ball or the masquerade, whatever events, see the glove, the bag. Is that a bag on her?
Yes.
Is that a clutch bag?
It's a clutch bag.
Very pretty.
It is.
Right. So if it was not for Namas, and if it was a ball, 10 out of 10.
It looks good.
But for our theme, Afro-futuristic.
Futuristic. It's a no.
No.
It's a 0 out of 10.
It's a 0.
Oh, wow. Okay. His words.
So, some people are really looking great, but not in line.
Okay. And this one?
Yo. Just looking at the dress, I kind of feel dizzy.
There's a lot that's going on.
Yeah, I get lost if I keep on looking at it.
Okay. And the last
idea
one?
is good. I don't know.
So out of a 10, how much do you give?
3 thereabouts.
Wow. And the last one, this one?
Okay. There's nothing wow. It's African print. So,
Africanism about it. Okay.
But it's not a wow outfit. And then the bag is also busy just as the fabric. And we lose balance because fashion is about balance. So the bag had to be maybe same color, but just a plain, simple, neat clutch. That one is too dramatic for and too busy for the fabric.
For the fabric, okay. All right.
3 again.
Yeah, okay. So I guess nobody really understood the assignment when it comes to Afro-futuristic outfits. Just a few people, like you mentioned, Madame Boss and Napoleon.
There's also the dancer. There's a dancer, I'm forgetting her name. Probably we'll put a picture on. She tried. As much as the outfit was also quite busy and just a lot of things going on.
Okay.
But
the one with the African...
she got beads. She's got African beads, crop top, and you saw that in brown and cream. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
She had the idea. It was the execution. Yeah, but she was within.
She was close. She was
within.
Okay.
Yeah, she was within.
And the performances, the awards themselves, how would you rate them out of a 10?
The award ceremony. I didn't attend, so it's very difficult to.
Yeah, I also didn't. But from what you've seen.
But from what I see, the performance was amazing. Oriana did the thing, bro.
He did, right?
Like I'm not a fan of Oriana, but damn.
The act was amazing, right?
Yeah. Danielson was also...
Yes. Oh, I forgot to ask about Danielson and his outfit.
My bro, don't take it personal. But, of course, I have for the theme now.
No, he was off.
He was off. But just as a...
And Mr. Madondo.
Hey, boss, no.
Oh,
no. Aibo. Yeah, but Dennison was really looking on point, but not for
that theme.
Yeah, it wasn't futuristic. It wasn't, but it was looking perfect.
Okay.
But the performances were amazing. Out of a 10, the Namas, the performances. Because when you're talking about performance, you're talking about the music. We're talking about the choreography.
And
creativity.
Yes.
Which type of creativity? The stage creativity The production set wasn't
Yes.
so great. I think there's more and a lot that we can do.
Okay.
I think Noma has done better before.
Yes.
In terms of the production
Production
set
set,
and creativity. Choreography amazing, performance is amazing, just not the aesthetics.
Do you think it was the venue or?
Probably.
Okay.
But still, I think we could be. There could have been more.
There's a lot that could have been done.
Yeah, there's a lot more that could have been done, and also we didn't see a lot of red carpet.
Yeah, we did, and there was not much.
Yeah, I tried to even look online and whatnot. I just saw 3 or 4 interviews. I didn't see much online, so yeah. But overall, tichiri
nebasa. But also, I'm just gonna say before we go, like what Minister of White Linen said. If you're gonna host an event, especially these ones that are themed, please give us a mood board so that sisanyanyorasika zvimwe zvacho hatitozive matheme amunenge mati pautano revei. So for future purposes, Mr. Fashion Practitioner vataura tichitipai mood board so that tisanyanyorasika hosteric tinotenda.
Kune Pinterest though.
Still, bro. You don't know the Pinterest. You know how many people also don't know what Pinterest is.
But you're right.
Okay, exactly.
Right.
So kana mangoti Afrofuturistic kuseri kwe post achisa ikuti unofana kufika something close to this. I think that also will help us. And then for every event rather, let's have those. Whether it's in awards, whatever you want, tipe mood board, tizivi. I think that will help us as Zimbabweans when it comes to fashion. But yeah, that's all we had today on the Nomas. Do you have anything else to say before we go?
Probably we need another event with the same theme. Timbozama foot.
Anditi.
Yeah, Timbozama. Let's try one more time, and we focus on that. On what I mentioned. We need bold designs. We need unconventional fabrics. We need electroluminescence. And let's work with the right designers.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's Afro futuristic. So I go to Minister of White Linen or I go to. So I just go in. So look
not
for.
Not an Ivo tribe.
Yes, not an Ivo tribe. Also understand, not every designer can understand, or they're good. Are they good at every other style that you may require from them?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there you have it. Tipeyo my event moti isira theme yakanzi Afrofuturistic. Tombozama zve because we are Zimbabweans at the end of the day.
Another thing, invite the fashion people. They will set the standard and the record. You understand? If you do not invite fashion people, I know you can invite influencers, people in the music industry, where they're specifically fashion people, because you need the aesthetics. The awards are also about fashion.
Yeah, they
so
are.
So with fashion who are showing up.
Especially the one that is themed. So you need to have people there.
Them to lead, and the rest can follow.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Anes. Tozokuona zvekare next week kana pane imwe event motiudzawo kuti zviri kufamba sei. Thank you so much for coming through.
Amazing.
Goodbye.